it hit me Friday night. It was kind of going around. I think our little boy gave it to my wife first, and then got me pretty good. And I feel good though. It was just wanted to be able to be smart, not give ourselves a chance of giving it to anybody else because of how contagious this can be. And hopefully I didn't. But passing out game balls, trying to do the fist pump as much as you can. You realize how out of norm it is for me. I'm a big hugger, and so hopefully I'll feel better and can get back to being normal with these guys because, I don't like this.
Did you feel okay on the sideline?
Yeah, I felt okay. Yeah, I felt good. I mean, I don't want to get too descriptive with you, but we fought through it, and ultimately the guys did a great job. Really proud of them, and I think this is a cool reflection of the coaching staff in general too. And it was a good step in the right direction, and now we got to continue to build on this.
You guys have run pretty well all season, but just can you describe just the past 2 weeks? What's taken this group to the level it's at right now?
As far as you talking about just the run game, yeah, I just think guys are executing. I think the runners are really running hard. I think they're pressing it. They're understanding exactly what the intent is. I think Kyron and Blake do a great job. Got to give a lot of credit to Ron Gould. And then also I think, the offensive line obviously has been key and critical. And it's the offensive line, it's the tight ends, it's the receivers. The run game takes all 11. Matthew getting us in and out of the right looks. And so I think we're getting connected. I think we're able to have a little bit of diversity in terms of some of the different things, whether it be personnel or run schemes, where you can go direct downhill or you can be able to stretch people a little bit. So they came out in a lighter grouping on us today when we were in our 13 personnel, and I thought it was really good that we were able to establish the run the way we were, and you have to be able to do those types of things. But I've been really pleased with it, Nate. We got to continue to build on it. But, like I mentioned about Ron, I think Ryan Wendell deserves a ton of credit. Obviously, the players are bringing it to life, and then Scooter Huff with the tight ends, and Yarbs always gets those guys playing their ass off at receiver as well. Yeah, no, they were for artists. I thought he played excellent. I thought he did a great job of, distributing the ball. I thought he made some big-time throws. And I thought he did a great job of when there was some, pressure, being able to keep the ball in play, not take negatives. I think you want to stay ahead of the sticks against a group like this. They do a good job when they get into some of their sub-rushes. And I thought Matthew was outstanding. And I don't necessarily think the numbers always can reflect that. It was cool to see him get another 3 touchdowns, but he was great. I thought he saw the field really well. I thought he threw the ball with accuracy and anticipation. And then, to Nate's question, a lot of the stuff in the run game was a real credit to Matthew getting us in and out of some of the right looks. And he's been outstanding. He's doing a hell of a job. I'm happy for him.
You guys have not faced a lot of third downs the last 2 weeks. What does that show about how your offense is?
Well, it shows how important it is about the early down efficiency. Last week was really rare. Obviously, we had some of the turnovers. It was good to have a clean slate in that regard this week. But, when you can be efficient on those early downs, you eliminate a lot of those pass situations where the defense feels like they can almost get the pen in their hand. And so for us to be able to be the offense that we want to be, we got to continue to take steps in that direction. And to be able to have the balance run and pass like we've had in the early down efficiency, that's always key and critical.
Sean, all 3 losses this year, you guys have really came back very strong
Yeah.
the next week. Is that something you sensed today?
It is. It's something I sensed. I thought the guys did a great job. This is a mentally tough group. This is a resilient group. You got to earn it, and I thought they had a great week of preparation. I thought even just the maturity of even some of the stuff where I wasn't around a little bit just because of what I was dealing with, just the way they handle it. These are grown men, and they do such a great job of, this is a player-led team. And really, I can't say enough about what a great job our coaches do. I don't mean that to be minimizing them at all, but we got a lot of really great leaders in that locker room, and I think they take the ownership, the initiative of what we want to be about, and how you ultimately want to be able to respond, not react when we do have some of those setbacks. And this is exactly in alignment with what we wanted, and now we got to continue to build on it.
And just to follow up on what Nate said on the running game, it is all 11. How do you see Blake and Kyron complement each other?
Oh, I think it's that. I think they are complementing each other. I think they're doing a great job. They're similar, but they have some different skill sets. They're both excellent backs that have great ownership and understanding of what we're trying to get done. I think them being able to play off of one another allows them to just be fresher as the season and as games go on. And you could see, Blake pops the 48-yarder. It was a great job for us being able to get the removal, and it opens up a backside cut. And then he's got the juice to be able to finish it. But I think Kyron's been excellent. I just think they do a great job of supporting one another. other. And I think the fact that when you have two guys that you can trust as much as them, they're going to be stronger, they're going to be fresher because this is a long season that we go through.
How would you describe the impact Puka had today?
He's outstanding. You know, he was great. I thought the two big in cuts that he caught early on in the game on back-to-back plays were big. You know, they really got us going. And he's, you know, to be able to win on the double move, some of the catches that he's making where, you know, it's a contested catch, but then he's pulling guys in to be able to score. He's a freaking stud. Love Puka.
Oh, it's fun. I got great teammates. Only reason anybody's saying something like that about me is because all those guys in there. So I'm appreciative. I love going to work with those guys, and it's fun. I don't play the game for that. You know, I play the game for those guys in there and the respect of those guys and the guys that we compete against. But it's cool.
Your team's first 4 touchdowns were to 4 different guys. Can you speak to the balance of this team and how that helps you?
Yeah, we should have had a 5th. I should have hit Tay on that fade too. So want that one back bad. He crushed him. But no, it was good. I mean, I think when we're at our best, we're kind of dictating the terms and spreading the ball around. I thought we had a great plan coming into the day. Obviously executed it really well in and out of the huddle. Great communication. And then our guys up front, I mean, they own the line of scrimmage. And when you do that, we got skill guys that are going to, you know, make people pay. And just proud and happy for those guys up front for the way they played.
How do you see it helping to have the 1-2 running back punch that you have?
Well, I think both those guys can do everything we ask, you know, and that's the coolest part is, you know, whoever's in the game, and Ronnie really ran it great at the end of the game too. You know, I got total trust and confidence in all those 3 guys to run any play we have in our offense. There's no, hey, this guy's in, we got to do this, that guy's in, we got to do that. No, we just call our offense, and both those guys, you know, feed off of each other. I mean, they have their unique styles of how they run, but both of them are, you know, playing at a great clip and obviously had big days today.
Were you aware Sean was not feeling well? And
Oh, yeah.
how did that impact his ability, if at all, to communicate with you?
No, it was, you know, I think it was a great collaboration on the offensive side of the ball. He wasn't feeling well the last couple of days, and I'm just proud of the way we all kind of came together and attacked this week. I thought Mike did a hell of a job. Really, everybody that was involved did a hell of a job. You score as many points and play like we did on offense today, that takes everybody. And, you know, it was cool with, you know, our head guy down just a little bit, watching everybody kind of rally and you know, do their part and do it a little bit better. And you know, the results were good.
You and Puka got into an early rhythm today. Just, you know, what kind of led to that connection clicking as well as it did?
You know, I think just opportunities. He had opportunities, and I tried to put the ball in a good place, and he made some great plays like he always does. So I got total trust in everybody. I mean, Puka did that today. It could be anybody the next day, and that's the fun part about playing in this offense is, you know, wherever the coverage tells me to go with the football, you know, I'm going to try and go there with it. And just missed on a couple with Tay today. You know, had some big ones to the tight ends. They were great in the keeper game too. So I don't know. Puka's, you know, a hell of a football player, great player for our team. We're happy that you know, he's with us, and he showed it again today.
So many of these Puka catches are acrobatic or one hand. At this point, does anything he do surprise you, or are you just kind of used to it?
No, I appreciate the hell out of all of them. You know, I mean, it's cool to watch him do his thing. He's a physical player. Just try to put in some good spots for him, and he does unbelievable stuff. You know, coming down with the football, contested catches. You know, so. I don't say that – I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but I do appreciate all of them. I don't sit there and take them for granted, that's for sure.
Next up is Lions, which is you have a history there.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be playing so well going into that particular matchup?
I mean, you hate to hear it, but we got to earn it every single week, you know, and because I played well this week doesn't mean, you know, you're guaranteed to play well the next week. We got to go earn that. We do it every single week. I got a ton of respect for that team. Head coach, everybody, they do a hell of a job and have done a great job the last couple of years. So it'll be a big challenge every time we play these guys. It seems like a good match. So, you know, looking forward to the opportunity of playing on on a big stage against a really good team.
You touched on it a bit already, but when the run game is this lethal, I guess, can you explain kind of just the effect that has when you guys do then call a pass play?
Yeah, you know, I thought we were really disciplined, you know, how we approached the game. They wanted to run small people out there, and we were in 13, and you know, it was just, hey, let's keep running the rock. And you know, we can call all those runs, but if we don't make them work, you know, then you know, they have the upper hand. So a ton of credit to our guys up front, our tight ends, our backs, receivers blocking. You know, they were in small people, and we were in 13. And first couple drives, we just ran it great. So and continue to run it good the rest of the day. So it goes back to a little bit of kind of dictating the terms, and then even in base defense, I thought we ran it well too. So I'm proud of those guys.